Guys, it's me, and welcome back to Water Tanks. And today, we're going to be watching my game in the Object 277, my best one of last night. So the Object 772. It's a very efficient tank, very fast, very well rounded this tank. It's very fast, well, very fast, good, quite fast for a heavy tank. Got great turret armor. The cupolas aren't awful. The hull armor's pretty nice, and a great lower plate with some good side armor. Now, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be watching my game, and I'm going to be doing commentating, which is something I'm going to start doing more of. So I'm going to start putting my Discord in the description. I'll put my Discord username, and then you guys can just go have a look at that. So right now we are on the lovely map of Fisherman's Bay. Fisherman's Bay is a map that I personally am not a big fan of, but it's one of my favorites for scenery-wise. Anyway, so I decided to get into the city and the townish area, and then I side scrape along here because the side armor is quite efficient on this tank. You don't want to over angle though, because when you over angle, it's easily penetrated. Now, right now, I don't know what I was doing. I was kind of just bored, so I was kind of just looking at my tank and stuff, because I only had this tank for like 10 games at this point. I put the Zircon camo on for some reason. To be honest, it just looked fancy. That's the only reason I picked Zircon. I haven't even watched his videos, let's be honest. Yeah, I was just kind of waiting. This tank's, I forgot to mention, this tank's penetration is very nice with the nice heat rounds. And the high explosive rounds, they're not the best, that's why I only take 2. They're alright though, with 58mm of penetration and 530 alpha damage. Now, I was kind of just waiting for something to come out. Here we go. AMX M445 goes out in the open. Does a bit of a silly move. I get spotted. Obviously, the camera rating's not good. 240 bounce, and then a UDAS actually pens me because there is a little spot. Yeah, I shoot him there. 477. Nice little roll. Now, the UDAS penned me. Right. The UDAS probably penned me. I can't really see it, but in this very specific position under the turret. It's like the turret ring. Because when you angle, that turret ring becomes a bit flat. So there's a bit of a weak point to side scraping, but not much. And not many people know about it, but this UDAS clearly is a knowledgeable player and knows about the weak point. Or he was just very lucky. I don't know which one. So I knew the AMX M45 was side scraping, so I shot there. That was a penetration. I could tell because the shell had disappeared. And it disappears in a different kind of way. It would keep going after the bush, but it didn't. So yeah, I had a feeling he would still be there. Shot again, he hit him again, or at least tracked him. And then I was waiting. The reload time on this tank's not the best. 2,200 DPM isn't the best. And then, oh, AMX M45 gone. I knew he would. I didn't think he would move. He's not the most knowledgeable player for running out in the open. It kind of gave me a clue. And then, oh, the slight reload on the time on this tank really does bug you over. I could have hit that VK if it was a bit better. Also, my crew wasn't even fully, like, upgraded on this tank yet, so my reload time was even a bit worse there. So here I am, I was waiting for the E75 or something, the Object 772 to come out. Neither of them were coming out, and I saw the E75 on the Object 772 on that end, and the VK just left, so I thought I could make a push, try and make a play against this E75 and Object 772. And yeah, I was moving forward, I got spotted. So I think that was the UDAS. I put my gun down and I just had a look if it would block my lower plate. It blocks the, I think it blocked the tiniest top bit, but it doesn't really do much. But anyway, it could have been a pixel perfect play for all I knew that. I go around, see that he's there. And now this is where, comes down to the knowledge of the player. This guy, not hiding his lower plate. I was side scraping, I knew that he was there. And while side scraping out, he bounces and hits my track. And his shell gets absorbed into my track while I side scrape and pen him through the lower plate, which is quite bad on this tank. I go for the shot, tried to hit his lower plate there, but I hit his track, and he uses repair kit, which I do remember. That's the type of pixel perfect plays knowledgeable players should do. I'm obviously not the best player in the game, but I'm alright. I tried to aim for that little turret ring spot. As you can see, my thing was going orange a couple times because there's a little thing there, but I couldn't get through. So yeah, I side scrape out again, see that the E75 is peeking. I bounce off him, which I think was quite an unlucky bounce because it was green on his lower plate, so I was a bit annoyed about that one. My shell gets absorbed, or his shell gets absorbed into my track again, and then I see my AFA's one pushes around that corner, and I was hoping that this Object 772 would turn around. I probably could have used the upfield cam to know a bit more effectively, but hey, it didn't turn, so I was hoping the A Phase 1 would just farm his side while I distract here. He over-angles his tank, 500 damage, lovely roll, 440 alpha damage to get 500 is a nice little roll. And then I see he's running away, and he does not have that good reverse speed, so I knew that wouldn't have been anything else. I make a push through, set him on fire, do an extra 62 damage, and then basically face hugging him at this point. E75 TS just the E75 gets a shot on me. I see the little cupola, boom, he's dead. Side scraping on the E75, E75 bounces due to the great armor of this tank. I make a push round. I know he can't really pen my tank effectively. He shoots the inside, which was a bit of a silly idea. I was exposing my entire lower plate, which you probably could have penned. My rolls have been lovely this game as well. I got very nice rolls this game, which I will say is good. And here we go. He doesn't have a repair kit because he repaired his track earlier, meaning I'm getting me shooting him in the track is effective for me because I'm getting I'll get tracking more. I didn't track him there, which I was a bit surprised about. I think it just went to the left of the inside track, meaning it wouldn't track and damage. It would just damage. And at this point, I was very happy with my results so far. The game's nearly over. Push forward, see a UDES, and I was questioning here if I should load HE or not. And then I load HE because I think UDES doesn't really have good armor. And it was orange and red, which I was very confused about. Bad shot from me, a bit late. Probably could have aimed that a bit nicer, but I don't think the shell was really going where I aimed anyway. And then I see the Centurion. He is using the 150 alpha damage gun, which I knew was easy to kill. He would be easy to kill. Get really unlucky with that shot. Goes straight under his tank into his track. So my RNG is just flying out the window right now. I shoot him through the fence into the lower plate. 427 damage, getting some spotting as well, and we take this one down. Moving forward, no, the Skoda T15, the UDES are not far away. Very tempted to load a HE around here, but I decided to hold off. And then this is where I did a bit of a mistake coming up, which I was very frustrated about because the result could have been a bit nicer. Well, a bit nicer, even nicer. But it wasn't. So I load a HE round, I get greedy to try and get this HE pen, and this happens. Like, that was the most weird thing with HE round that I've ever had. I don't know how that didn't pen, but it didn't. I ram him, trying to hope that I could get some ramming damage. I did, 91, getting some spotting on this, got the spotting on the units. I tried to shoot his track, which I missed, which was a really poor shot from me. I was quite angry. I was hoping he'd just stay on this line and I could maybe get the kill, but no. Game over. Absolute fabulous game for the Object 772. Honestly, I love this tank and I think it's very effective. Anyway, let's go take a look at the post-game stats. As you can see here, folks, we got a Master Badge, which was very nice. We got Fire for Effects, we got a Spotting one, which I was quite surprised. Bruiser, then we got Steel Wall, High Caliber, Cool-Headed, 1,790 spotting, which is actually quite impressive for a heavy tank, I would say. 3,000 block, just showing the armor efficiency of this tank. And then 10 critical hits. I was quite annoyed because the screenshot I took was covering this because I accidentally had it on the critical damage. But we did 5,000 damage due to getting some more from the blind shots at that AMX M445. Anyway, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I really want to start doing commentating, so in the description will be my Discord name. Just add me and then give me your best replay and give me a little description of it under it so I know if it's worthy of me doing anything on it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. You've been epic, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon.